Today, my tiny house travels have taken me somewhere truly unexpected. I'm at the Gibbon Conservation Center in Santa Clarita, where I'm about to visit a tiny house that's found its home amongst the apes. Hello, Gabby.
Hi.
Really lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I have to say, this is probably one of the most unusual spaces that I have ever visited a tiny house. So what kind of work do you actually do here?
We have 41 gibbons here, and many of them are in captive breeding programs, so these are endangered species, and we're working to save them. And we also try to learn about them and educate the public about them. These primates are one of the most endangered primates in the wild. One of the rarest animal, it's a Hainan gibbon. We don't have any of them here, but it's just one species that's down to 25 individuals left. We work with other species like the northern white-cheeked gibbons. That's only about 1,000 left in the wild. And gibbons are still being hunted and they're losing their forest habitat. Some of the reason that gibbons are endangered is because of the deforestation. The forest being cut down for plantations like palm oil plantations. And many people don't even know that the things that they buy in a store contains palm oil coming from the rainforest. So we are here to educate people about gibbons, raise awareness about how rare they are, and people, when they learn about something, they can relate to. And it's so easy to relate to gibbons because there's so many things that they are very similar to us. How they raise their offspring, how the siblings interact with each other, how they bond with each other. I love educate people about them. And besides that, we teach people how to care for gibbons. So this is one center here. It was founded in 1976, and we learn so much about how to care for them, and we can share that with other zoos and other sanctuaries worldwide. So these things that we already figured out, why not share with others? And all those things are so important.
So we're here at the Conservation Center, but this is your home, isn't it?
Yes.
What a beautiful and creative looking tiny house this is.
Thank you.
How did you actually come to have this home here?
I've been living here since 2005, and we have a couple of travel trailers for volunteers and researchers, and I came here also as a volunteer. So the first couple years I shared the travel trailers with other volunteers, and after a while I wanted to have my own space, but I wanted to live on site because you will hear it. It's pretty amazing to hear the gibbons singing in the morning. And I just wanted to live on site and just kind of make sure that everything is okay at night with the gibbons and just enjoy being always around them, not to have to travel to work and things like that. And after a while I felt like I want to have my own space, and I started looking for alternative structures, and I fell in love with the tiny houses that are on wheels, and I can take them with me if one day the whole center moved to a different location. And they built like a real house, but tiny. And I can afford it. So it just started, the tiny house movement, around 2007, 2008. So we purchased it for $5,000. It was like part donation and part we pay for it. I've been living in this since then.
Wow, and $5,000, that
Yeah.
is a remarkable price to pay for a tiny house,
that was
isn't
a
it?
very good deal.
How big is this home actually?
14 by 8 feet. Like that's measured from outside.
Right.
Yeah, so that includes the porch and everything, yeah.
Especially in a country where tiny houses are becoming bigger and bigger.
Yes.
This is definitely a very purist idea of the tiny house movement. And I guess being built in 2008, that makes sense.
Yes, it was one of the first tiny house that was built, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm so excited to have a look inside. Can we
Yeah,
take a look?
let's go.
Great. Oh, look at this place. This home is just absolutely packed full of character, isn't it?
Yes.
You've got your adorable gibbon soft toys there. Obviously, there's a little bit of a gibbon theme going on here, isn't there?
Yes.
they're really your life, aren't they? You came to America so that you could actually work with them. You studied them and did your master's on them when you were still in
Yes.
Hungary.
Yeah.
You've been working with this animal for a really long time, haven't you?
Yeah, like 14 years or something. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my life. That's for sure.
And how wonderful that even when you're surrounded by these animals, you're still able to bring them in and use them to decorate your tiny home.
Yes, I do.
I think that's really lovely. And this is really interesting here. What's this?
This is my desk, so this is open down. And I can sit here and work on my computer. When I don't need it, I just close it back. After work, I like to read.
Oh, look at this. Now, I have to say, for such a tiny house, that is definitely a disproportionately sized bookshelf, isn't it?
Yes, I do love to read.
And I suppose that's one of the best things about being in a tiny house, isn't it? It's a space that's entirely yours and you get to fill it with whatever you want.
Yes, and take out whatever it came with. So like most tiny house, this is also came with a shower, a toilet and a small kitchen. And after having it for a couple of years, I decided to just take it out so I can use this space for what I needed. And I just collecting books and I needed more space. I ended up putting in bookshelves into the kitchen, on the top of the kitchen table, and then more books. I started using the bathroom as a storage, and then, okay, it's time to get rid of everything. And this way I was able to bring in more colors because I had wood paneling everywhere. I love wood, it's very peaceful and calming, but I wanted to bring in some colors. I was able to put in a drywall and paint it blue and then put in the bookshelf, so it makes it more like a home.
Having removed the bathroom and the kitchen, normally that would be problematic if you weren't in a place like this, but because you've also got access to the kitchen facilities and the bathroom facilities here at the Conservation Center, it's not really a problem.
Yeah, it's not a problem for me because just a couple steps and I'm in the main house. We have bathroom, kitchen, and that's where we have our main office. So everything is very close.
And you have so much storage space in here as well, because I can see you've also got cameras and audio equipment and all of that stuff, which I assume is also for your work.
Yes, exactly. I'm a biologist and I study gibbon vocalization and their behavior, and I collect audio recordings and analyze it on a computer, and I have many like mini DV tapes, a lot of data, a lot of information, and DVDs and other, just everything needs space. Besides that, I also need a little bit of space for clothes and some other things.
And having the ability to park your tiny house right here at the Conservation Center where you work, you don't get to complain about your commute to work, do you?
No, I just walk outside and I'm in the middle of the center. So the gibbons are around me and I can wake up for their song every morning. And at the same time, I'm the director and I feel like I'm the guardian of the place. So, and I kind of like a night owl. So everybody already went to bed, gibbons are sleeping, and it's very peaceful. I can just walk outside and just listen just the night, and it's very nice. Or if something happening at night, it's like something scaring the gibbons, so, and just make sure everybody is all right. If we have a gibbon that's not feeling well, I can check on them at night.
And isn't that such a wonderful feature of your home as well, that you get to choose exactly where you want to put it?
Yes, I think I feel very lucky that I live in something that, first of all, I don't have to pay rent, and something that makes me happy. Just looking at it makes me smile, and seriously, I can put it wherever I want. It's very special to be here, yeah.
You've also got what looks to be a very small but very comfortable chair down here to complement the library. Do I fit in this?
Yeah, you do, and I guess there's like no way I can put in a full-size armchair or a sofa. So I went to a children's store, I got this, and I fit in there. But you know, most of the time I ended up sitting on the floor and my cat's sitting in that.
Cats are good at that.
Yeah, right.
I could definitely see myself comfortably sitting here though, with a cup of tea and a good book.
Yeah.
And should we have a look at the sleeping loft upstairs?
Yeah.
All right. This space is absolutely adorable. You've managed to make this just so incredibly warm and welcoming up here, haven't you?
Definitely warm and welcoming.
So you've been living in this house now since 2008. After so long living in a tiny house, how's it working out for you? That's almost 10 years.
Yes, well, it's working out pretty well. I love living in it. It makes me happy when I walk in and just makes me smile, and I go outside. I love my little rock collections, couple of plants. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything that you would want people to know about tiny house life, or anything that's maybe you didn't expect?
I think it's perfect for me because I'm kind of like a solitary soul, so I have friends, but I like living alone. So if it's for a couple, I think you have to be a little bit bigger. So this is not for everybody, but it is perfect for me.
I absolutely love it. What an incredible space. I can just imagine you resting your head there at night and listening to all of the Gibbon song as you drift to sleep. What an absolutely magical place. Thank you so much for sharing it with me, Gabby.
Thank you for coming.
At only 8 by 14 feet, there's no question about it that this house on wheels is truly tiny. But for Gabby, the most important thing about what this home represents is the fact that it allows her to be in exactly the place that she loves most, surrounded by her life's work and passion. And they always say the most important thing about finding a house is location, location, location. This one's pretty hard to beat.